What's up? What's up? What's up? Hopefully we are running. Hopefully everything is smooth. Um, y'all bear with me if we have some challenges today because I switched my monitor that I'm using for the recording. Um, I just moved it over just so my PlayStation can be on the other monitor. So hopefully it don't cause more lag or nothing. Because this monitor is a little bit more high def. Um, than the one I had it on previously. So y'all bear with me. If it start lagging worse than normal, or if it's smoother, then that's even better. But y'all just bear with me. Man, oh man, oh man. Market recap today for August 14th, man. I ain't gonna lie, it was a mixed emotion day for me today. I had two good things, one bad thing happened. So honestly, the first thing I want to go over is let's start off with the good thing. Let's go start off with the good thing. The good thing is we had two good green trades. The bad thing is we had a nice green trade. Couldn't close our position and it ended up turning red to a red trade. And I was so dang mad. I was super mad, man. I'm like, what the heck? I was up nice and couldn't sell my dang contract. Uh, but it's fine though. Like I said, I had two winners, so it kind of canceled each other out a little bit. Uh, so I can't be too upset. Still, at the end of the day, we still up for the week, so we good. One bad trade don't really we don't risk the whole account on one trade. We good. Um, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. We had mixed emotions. Like I was just a little bit upset. I'm like, dang, that was a loss that I shouldn't even had because I tried to sell it, but my connection I guess was bad or something. I don't know. So we really should have been 3 for 3 today. Honestly, we really should have been 3 for 3 today. But it's fine though. It is what it is. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and jump into the trades that we took today. I took really only took two trades, and then y'all know we had the Amazon swings. We had the Amazon swings, man. We was holding them Amazon swings. I told y'all we probably gonna hold the Amazon swing to the end of the week. So we was looking for that 230, man. We was looking for that 230. Really we looked for 231. And I told y'all yesterday on yesterday's stream that we got our first green candle. So we can actually let's go over the Amazon trade first. Since that wasn't the actual trade we took today, it was just a swing trade. So let's go over the Amazon trade first. But I told y'all last night on the stream, I said we got our first green candle. I said, hey, I expect us to just go up now. We should be going to go take the highs out. Cause we got our green candle indicating that the market want to make a high. If we believe in this is the uptrend, what's the first target? Is 226. So I told you, I said I do expect us to get to 226 at least. Um, by the end of this week. Now I told y'all last night, I said I don't know if we gonna get to 231 by the end of this week. Uh, but we definitely should be pushing towards that direction. Well, today the market showed out, man. It shot up, we gapped up, and ended up taking 231 out. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous though when we gapped up. I was a little nervous, man. I was about to close my trade right here at 227 because my main target was 226. And then y'all know I told y'all, man, that Amazon contract, we bought that contract on Monday for $19. So $19. Guess what that contract ended up selling for today? The contract sold for $150. Really, probably a little bit more. That's what my contract. So we spent $19 and turned it to 150. And then if you have multiple, if you got 10 of them or something like that, you got to turn it to way more. But that's crazy, man. Like you spend $19 and the contract end up being 150. 3 days later. Uh, But yeah, I definitely this is what we was looking for, man. We definitely was looking for 226 was our first target. Y'all know that was the first target just to keep the uptrend going. But we definitely was looking for that gap fill that we spoke about on Sunday. We was looking for that gap fill uh on Amazon. And that's what we end up getting. We end up taking it, making a higher high and filling the gap all within this week. So that was a perfect trade, like nice swing trade. Um Honestly, we came up and took that gap. Uh Actually, dang, should I go ahead and get into it? I'm trying to think. I don't really want to get into the analysis just yet. I do want to go over the trade. So, um, yeah. So pretty much, like we said, we bought in right here on Monday because we bounced on this fair value gap. It bounced once, it bounced twice. We didn't really want that second bounce, but it bounced again, and we finally got that green counter close that we needed to indicate, hey, price want to move up. When we see a green candle, whenever you see a green candle, the market is telling you, hey, we're looking for a high. Now we don't know if the market looks for a higher high or a lower high, but we know green means we're looking for some type of high. And based on our market analysis and technical analysis and stuff, we knew, hey, Amazon want to switch to uptrend. But what do an uptrend need to happen? It needs a higher high. Well, for Amazon to get a higher high, it has to come to this 226. It has to come to that 226. So like we said, that was our first target, and we wanted to see how the market react there to see if we can go up to 231. But like we said in the morning today, we just gapped up. So we jumped straight over to 226 and went straight up to the 231. But that was a nice one. I'm talking about nice swing trade. I told y'all what, look, I told y'all, I said, don't be scared. We good as long Amazon don't close below what? We said, as long as Amazon don't get a close below 220.82. That's why we marked it up and typed it right there too. As long as we didn't get that close back inside that gap, we was good. Cause all this is what? It's a break. This the retest right here. And that green candle gave us that confirmation, oh, yeah, we finna go up. We had the break right here. You got to combine these two candles, these two greens. We had the break right here, retest, and combine these three reds. This the retest. I know it's a little bit. Let me delete this line so y'all can see it a little bit more, because I do got stuff overlapping. This is what I'm talking about. You see this red box? This is the daily fair value gap. We came up, broke out, retested it because we failed to close inside. Now, what I tell y'all with fair value gaps, if as long as the trampoline don't get a hole in it, like we don't close inside or below it, we should bounce. We should bounce off of it to go our direction. So what it do? It pushed down into the trampoline, but it did never close inside. You never got to close below. So that was a good sign. It let us know, hey, we might want to. They start heading back up. Once we got that green counter, that's telling us, hey, the market want to go up. That's what we did. We moved up, took 226. Like I said, we gapped up. I ain't gonna lie, when the market opened up, I was thinking about closing because it hit my first target. But I was like, I'm gonna be patient and just see if we want to push up. And what really kind of made me be able to hold the trade was I was looking at SPY and ES, and they kind of was showing me that they wanted to keep moving up. So I just said I'm just gonna hold a little bit longer, and especially if you only spent 18, $19 on a contract, you really and you already up, man. You might take that little gamble. You like, man, I really ain't spending nothing for this. It's just easy. We playing with house money now. And like I told you, I really should have had added right here. I probably should have bought like 2 or 3 more positions once I seen this first green, because that was really my entry. Like this really telling you, hey, it should continue going higher. Um, but I just wasn't. I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't always locked in on my Amazon because once I bought it, I just been checking them. I haven't been watching it, consistent. I just literally treated it like a swing. I bought it and left it alone, just check it at the end of the day. But that was our swing trade. Now the actual trades we took today, we took ES and SPY, and then we took Tesla. So that's the last one I'm gonna go over. Let's go to SPY first. SPY was it was a little bit tricky, but I did know we was gonna move up, or I did expect us to move up, but it was a little bit tricky to trade. Let's give it a second. It's loading up. Oh. And like I said, that Tesla trade, that's the one that when I told y'all that I wasn't able to close because of the connection, I was so dang upset. I was like, man, I was up so good too. I'm talking, I was up real good. Come on, load us up. All right, SPY. We had got into longs on SPY. We took longs on SPY. Let's give it a second. It's still loading. Cause I really don't want to switch the time frame until it load all the way up. All right, all right, all right. Let's see. And I think these two orange lines I just put on there today. But dang, did it delete my 4-hour levels? Let me go to the 4-hour. Cause I told y'all I was looking for that. I was watching that 4-hour gap. That was the main thing I was looking at. Oh, here it go. It's just taking all day to load up. And I know it looked crazy, y'all. That's how I try to be looking by the end of the week. That's why we clear it up and start fresh on Sundays because I be adding all kinds of stuff throughout the week, especially when I enter trades and stuff. It don't be as clean. But I'm gonna try to explain the best I can, and I'm gonna delete the stuff that we don't really need right. All right. This is what I was talking about though. Well, let me zoom out a little bit. Remember when I told y'all? I think I told y'all on Tuesday. Was it Tuesday? What day was this? Yeah, Tuesday. It was Tuesday. I told y'all we took out these highs. We made a new higher high, right? I said, hey, we made a new higher high. The market made a new higher high. We closed past, which shows what? A continuation. That tells us we should continue going higher. But we left a fair value gap behind. And I told y'all on Tuesday, I said I'm gonna mark this fair value gap because I feel like it's gonna be important in the future. Just because once we take a high, once we took this high, we made a fair value gap. Like I told you, I treat fair value gaps kind of like a bodyguard. Like you know how if you got the president or something, you got to get through his bodyguards first before you can break through and get to him. So I kind of treat these fair value gaps like that. Like if the market want to come move to a downtrend, right? Before it can come and make lower to break the trend or whatever, it got to break through the fair value gaps first. So it's like, okay, we just made a new higher high. This is like my first line of defense or my first bodyguard since we got this fair value gap right here. Um, like I said, I did expect the market to keep pushing, but I was like, okay, when I first see market structure shift, I expect us to try to come retest this 4-hour fair value gap and see if we hold up to keep the market going higher. So this morning, that's what we seen. We seen that the market dropped down, and I got alerted that it hit my 4-hour gap. Um, soon I seen it hit that 4-hour gap, I was like, okay, now I wanna see how the market react. If we're gonna start flipping to move back up or what. Um, and literally that's what I did. Once we came, this is where we hit the gap in the pre-market. Um, on ES, I got in the loans right after we pushed back out the 4-hour gap. So I was already in the loans on ES before the market opened up. I jumped in a long again. I jumped in a long on SPY. Soon market opened, I jumped in the long, caught a quick scalp. So that was a nice little trade. The reason why I didn't want to hold it all the way was because I did know that what's the most recent thing we ended up doing? The most recent thing that we did was make a lower low. See that? We had a low, then we made a lower low. So I'm like, yeah, I could hold my loans, but do I think it's gonna push all the way up and continue straight higher, like on one try? So I did hold it all the way up to this trend line. As y'all can see, I drew a trend line on the red top of the red candles. I held it up because I was trying to see how the price was gonna react when it got to that trend line. Was we gonna push through and then possibly retest outside the trend line to go higher? We pushed up, and when I saw that rejection, that's what made me sell my spot calls. So I caught a nice little move. I got in at around at 43. Yeah, that 43, like 43.90. I got in and I took it all the way up to that trend line. So with it about 45. Um, like I told you, I was in ES like all the way down here though. So all I did was just wait on it to come in that 4 hour gap. And then I went on the 1 or 5 minute and seen market structure shift, and I just got in along 2 micros. Cause like I said, I was expecting us to at least come back up to that 645 on SPY 646. Cause I wanted to see us retest these highs again. Once this market reacted like this and we rejected, I was like, okay, well I'm gonna just wait and see if we gonna come back down and bounce off of a fair value gap this time. And what happened? Literally did exactly that. We came down. We had our red candle. Came down and rejected, pushed back out of this 1 hour fair value gap right here. Y'all know the orange box is my 1 hour, green is my 4 hour, red is my daily. I can delete this line so it can clear it up for y'all some. But yeah, we rejected my 1 hour gap. I was hoping, I ain't gonna lie, I was hoping it was gonna reject up here at this 1 hour gap, but it didn't. It broke through that gap and rejected right here. I was thinking about getting in loans, but it was risky because you gotta wait on that confirmation. So I didn't. I did jump in loans on my futures. Like I told y'all, I do be a little bit more riskier when it comes to my funded future account, not my personal future account. My personal future account, now I'm waiting on confirmation. I treat it like I'm trading options. But my funded one, I do take a little bit more risk just because I know I got more buying power and stuff that I can risk. I actually can lose a couple trades on that funded account. So on my funded account, all I did was just waited on it coming in this 1 hour gap, got in loans, and I had my stop loss pretty wide. I had it down here at this low. Because I did not expect us to come back down here to make a lower low. Because I said if the market come back down here and make another low, man, we probably finna dump all the way down like to probably 620s on spot. So I really wasn't expecting to come back down here. Um, but I had set my stop loss down there at the low, and I was aiming for the highs again. So I was already in on my futures. My SPY, like I told you, I took that one trade at the open, but then I waited. I waited until we got a close back above this hourly gap, a green candle close. And we did. Once we got that green candle close above, then I got in a long for SPY, and I was aiming for it to take out this high. Unfortunately, I didn't hold my SPY all the way till it took out the high. So it did take out the high at the end of the day, but I didn't hold it that long. I took it all the way up. I had my alert at that trend line again. It alerted me, and once I saw some rejection towards it, I got out, caught another scalp. Um, Caught me another scalp. Now I can say this: when it came down this time right here, I did buy me a real like um spy spy loan for tomorrow. So just in case the market just want to go crazy and break these highs, I did buy me a real like real light. I think I bought 648 or something like that, 648. So it didn't cost me nothing really. Um, Loans just in case the market want to come take these highs out. Um, And right now, I should be up on the trade. But like I said, that dang theta and stuff, I don't know. I might be at break even or might be down on it. I don't know, cause yeah, I know them dang zero DTE. Once it hit zero DTE, it be killing your contract, man. But yeah, so we caught two winners on SPY. And like I said on ES, I think we took three trades, and they was all green too. So now that's all the good news. Now let's get to this dang Tesla. I ain't gonna lie, I was upset about this Tesla trade. I ain't gonna lie, I was upset about this Tesla trade. One, it was multiple things that messed me up with this Tesla trade. I'm gonna just tell y'all from the very beginning, Tesla, I was like a little bit baffled on how far down it had dropped. So it kind of threw me off a little bit when I seen it, because I told y'all I didn't expect Tesla to go back below 335. I really wasn't expecting Tesla to come back below there. Um, to keep our narrative of, hey, we want to move up in the future for Tesla. So it kind of threw me off because I told y'all if it come down to that 336, 337, 335 range, go ahead and get us some loans. That's what I told y'all. Just because I really don't expect us to go that low, but I told y'all, hey, if it come down there, if you probably can look for them loans. Um, so that kind of like threw me off a little bit, honestly. That threw me off. And when I seen it that low, instantly in my head, probably because I already told myself the whole week, Tesla shouldn't be down here. Tesla shouldn't be down here. So instantly in my head, I just like go long. And I tried to go long at three. It was at 335. Let me go see what it was at. It was like early in at the beginning. It was at 335, and I was like, I'm gonna get in some loans, and I'm just gonna take it up to 340. That's what I told myself. Um, cause I'm like Tesla shouldn't be down here this low. Yeah, it was right. It was right. It was right. Yeah, it was like right here when I was trying to get in the loan, right around here. Uh, I was trying to get in the loan, and I was trying to buy a Tesla because I really wasn't expecting to hold my Tesla trade that long, just because, like I told y'all, when it dumped this far down, once we got below that 337 in the pre-market, I was like, what the heck going on? So I kind of didn't really. It was like meant to be a scalp to take it back long, just in case Tesla don't want to flip back bullish. Um, so I was trying to purchase my contracts like more towards the money. And when I first initially tried to buy it, um, yeah, I think I tried to buy right here. Yeah, I was trying to buy off the opening candle. That's what I was trying to do, because I was like, why the heck is down here? So I tried to buy it off the first opening candle. Um, and when I clicked to buy the contract on Robinhood, I guess the contract jumped up super fast. Like at the open, the contract jumped up like $20, $30, and it didn't feel me. So then I had to go back, change the order to try to purchase again, to get the same strike price that I wanted. And then it jumped up some more. So it was just moving so fast, it just kept jumping up, and I couldn't get filled. So then at that point, I dang bought a contract, two more out the money, just 'cause I was like, okay, let me just buy it further out the money, because these contracts moving way too dang fast. I bought it further out the money, so that kind of threw me off, messed me up on my trade a little bit. But it was like it was 342.5 that I had the contracts. But I bought it like right here on this red counter. So it was like, okay, yeah, I didn't get my 340 contracts that I wanted, but I got the 342. No, I think I was trying to get 330 something. It was like 330 something, but I was looking to take it up to 340. Um, but it was like, okay, well, I bought it two out the money, so it's fine. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna get as much money that I want off my contract. My rate ain't gonna be as fast, but I still should, still make some money. So I was in that contract in my loans. I was in my loans right after this red candle. I was in my loans. He shot up, made that higher high. I said, okay, my stop loss is gonna be right here now since we just made a new higher high. My stop loss should be that 335. Market came down. Okay. I was getting a little nervous, but I'm like, hey, this my stop loss right here. Gotta trust the stop loss. And we pushed back up, made another high. That was perfect. And I said, okay, I just need this 340 so I can sell. Because I told myself 340 is what I expected to go up to. And then I don't know what it's gonna do once it gets to 340. My alert come off. Cause I'm gonna tell the truth, y'all. I was out shopping early in the morning. And my alert come off saying, hey, Tesla hit the 340. So it hit the 340. Soon as I opened the chart, Tesla just shot straight back down. I said, "What the?" Like it shot down to 338 instantly. Like even though this is a 5 minute, let me see if I can go to 1 minute. It shot down. Soon it hit 340, it just went straight back down to $2. It dropped $2 real quick. But it was fine though, cause I still was up nice. Like I'm up real nice, cause it was literally um. So I was like, okay, let me go ahead and close my trade because I really didn't want to see no rejection. Because like I said, that 340 was like my key level, and if it showed any type of rejection, I was ready to get out. See, look how big this 1 minute counter was. It literally shot down quick. Soon as it touched 340, it just shot straight down. And I literally remember, 'cause I'm like, dang, it just dropped me, dang, $70. I was like, I just heard the alert come on. I had dropped $70. So then, like I said, it literally this one candle dropped from 340. It was 345 all the way down to what 339. So it dropped $1 literally 1 minute. The second minute dropped the other dollar. So it was like, dang, let me go ahead and close. Like I told you, I was in a dang store. It said I had 5G. I don't know what happened. It said I had 5G. All the bars was up. I go to sell, trying to sell my contract. It was not like it was taking all day to load. And then I was like, dang, man, this Tesla dropping, man. Come on and sell. That junk was not selling. So I closed the app. That's probably what I shouldn't did. I probably shouldn't force close the app. But I force closed the app. Hold on, let me refocus this chart. I force closed the app. And by the time I got the app to load up, it still took all day to try to do the field. And it didn't close my old request that I put in, so it kept saying you don't have enough contract. I'm like, what the heck? So I'm trying to cancel one, couldn't get it to load up. By the time I got to sell it, y'all, Tesla was already like right here, right back down here at this 330, like 337, 338 flat. Man, when I tell y'all it killed so much of my gains just from me doing that little bit of rejection. But technically that's a $3 drop, so that is a big drop, but still, it killed. I was like, yeah, at least I just at that point I just ended up closing the trade. Um, and that it was still straight though. Like I said, I already had made plenty off of Spy and Amazon, but I was like, man, I literally had it right to where my TP was at. And that's the one thing that I why I do like trading on my Thinkorswim a little bit, because on my Thinkorswim I could put it at them specific levels. Like 340, I can set my TP right there. Where my Robinhood, I literally gotta wait till it get to the level and then I gotta sell it. So that's the only thing that it kinda is a disadvantage for my Robinhood, but at the same time, my Robinhood is a little bit more mobile friendly though. But it was like, dang, if I would have had a set TP at my 340, I would have got all my coins. But it's alright though. Like I said, I was upset about it, but it's fine. Cause I was like, man, I literally had 4 perfect good trades today, and this last one just kind of messed it up because of the connection and all that stuff. Um, but yeah, those are my trades for today. That really was my trade. I was thinking about getting in Meta right when I was finna get in this Tesla. I was thinking about getting in Meta, and I was gonna get in Meta instead of Tesla today. Um, but then when I went to look at them contracts, I said, heck no, Meta still costs too much for me to want to get in. So that was the only reason I didn't get in the Meta and I got in the Tesla instead. Cause I was looking to get in Meta right at the open too. And I really preferred the Meta one over my Tesla, but like I said, it just ended up costing too much. But by the time I looked at how much them contracts shot up, I said, man, that junk ain't cost too much. I should have bought it. Cause them contracts jumped up crazy. Cause I was gonna buy Meta literally right here on this red counter. I was like, soon I see this mug, give me a green counter. I was gonna take a loan, set my stop loss down here. Cause I was like, I think we want to stay above that 775 area. So I was like, I'm expecting us to at least go back to the 780s, like 780. Pushing straight up. We did reject at that 782 area that I was talking about. But we ended up recovering, going right back up. Now it's coming right back down. So I don't know. We're gonna have to do our analysis for tonight, and then we're gonna see what's going on. But yeah, that was our trades for today, man. We had uh two trades on SPY, our swing trade for Amazon, and then we had that Tesla trade. And then of course, like I told you, I had ES trades, but they was on futures. And they pretty much was the same thing as the SPY trades, but just I got in a little bit earlier. But now let's get into this market analysis for tomorrow. Just to close out our week. Cause we finishing this week strong, man. We been going green every single day. Nice green days, even on futures. We had no red days on futures either this week. So we've been doing pretty good. We're doing real nicely. I don't even think last week did we have a red day. I had to go back and check. I don't even know if we had no. We did have one red day last. I remember we did have one red day. All right, let's do this market analysis for tomorrow. See what we expect, what trades we might want to take, and then we're gonna call it a night, y'all. I ain't been messing with gold at all this. I don't know what's going on. Y'all know I like trading gold, but I haven't been messing with gold at all this for some reason. Give me 1 second. It's still loading up. I'm trying to drag it around. I actually might clear these zones real quick, just so we can get a clearer picture. And I know how to redraw them, but it's fine. Yeah, let's do that, just so we can get a clear picture off the jump. Alright. Looking at the daily for SPY. Like we said, clear as day, we see we're in the uptrend. Did we make a daily fair value gap? Let me see. Nah, we didn't. We got close, but we didn't. Alright, but we in the uptrend. We do have this doji candle, but it was red. Let me see the open and close. Open 644.91, close okay. So it was red. So technically this can be signaling for our new higher low. Or, yeah, signaling for our new higher low if we make a new higher high. But we do got this green candle, so that's telling us we should be moving up. So we can mark out this level right here, the bottom of this green candle. We're gonna mark that out. We don't expect SPY to come below here, which is, what's that level? 642.34. We don't expect SPY to get back below there if it want to stay in our uptrend. Now, if it wick down here, if it wick below it and then still close green, then we gonna have to adjust our level. So say if it SPY tomorrow wick below it, but it still closed green, then this red line will be at the bottom of that green count wick. But right now, based on how the market look, we don't expect us to go below 642.34 on SPY. Our target, of course, is the high. It's always take the high. If we in the uptrend, we want to what? Make higher highs. So that's our target. So now we got our range. Our trade should be happening within inside this this range. All right. Let's look on. Like I said, we don't got no fair value gaps to use on the daily. Now we go down to the 4 hour. You know we got that 4 hour gap that we can re-put. Oh, but the 4 hour gap below. Oh snap! That 4 hour gap is below the daily, but we still mark it up just because we got a little bit of dang, what is it called? Is it divergence? What is? I can't even get it. It's on my in my head when they not lining up together. I think it's divergence. Oh, I can't. Maybe it's just late. I can't think about it. Cause I know it's confluence when they going together, but I think it's divergence when they not lining up because our daily low that we don't want to get taken is higher than our 4 hour low that we don't want to get taken. Which is it shouldn't be like that. We don't want it like that. Why would we want the 4 hour low to be lower than the daily? But this is that 4 hour low that we don't want taken. But we not marking it just because we want to see this daily one be respected. Since that 4 hour one below it, we not for the market. We don't if it break this daily low, we don't care about that 4 hour low. So honestly, we really don't even need this fair value gap just because it's below our level. But we still gonna have it sitting there. We still gonna have it sitting there. All right. On a daily, what's this? 4307. What's this high? 43. Okay, so no gap. We ain't got no. I mean, on the 4 hour, we got no gaps above our key level. So I'm gonna delete this gap. Y'all, we know this gap is here. We'll revisit it if it ever come back down there. But we don't really need it technically because we supposed to what? Stay within our range. Once it break that daily low, we can't be saying, oh, we want to be bullish. We gotta wait until it switch back bullish if it break our low. So let's set our alert just in case it do break our low. Come on now, the lag getting to me a little bit now. Come on now. So we can go and call this a night. We just need crossing. That's all we need. As long as it cross. Alright. So 4 hour really ain't got nothing to get in our trade. Let's go to the 1 hour. See if we can get in something. Like I said, I'm already in one, even though like I said I bought a super cheap contract. But I'm technically in one long, just literally one contract. When I say I'm in that long, I'm literally in one. Like usually I buy about a couple of them. I'm only in one, just because it's more like a gamble play in case we want to take them high. We marked up this 1 hour fair value gap, which we already see the market is respecting this gap. So this was your entry right here, this green candle. Let's see, we got another gap above. See if we can get an entry off of here. It probably already did its entry too. Yep, it already did its entry. We don't have another gap on the 1 hour. Now you might got some on the lower time frames, the 15s and 5, but y'all know I don't really look for entries on those. Well, I don't look for gaps on. I do enter, but I don't look for gaps on them. Honestly, it's in the uptrend. You might, if you ain't already in long, you might miss the opportunity. It probably just gonna go on straight up. But if somehow we do come down, like we break one of these lows, like we make a low right here, or say if we push up, make a high, and then we break this low, eventually maybe it'll come retest this hourly gap. All you're gonna do is wait for it to tap into it, and then the first green candle that close out of it, you should be good to go back in the longs. And as long as we don't close inside or close below, just like right here, we can push inside as long as we don't close the inside though. Because if we close inside, now you need the green candle and you need the red candle. Then you got to get one more green candle to get it along. So, but if it just say if it just drops down in the morning and it comes in here, but it don't close in it, just wait on that first green, then aim for them highs. All right. So that's your entry there. Same thing if it come down here, as long as it don't close in it, that first green, just like right here, don't close in it. That first green, get in. Set your stop loss at the lowest point. Aim for the high. Yeah, that's what we looking for tomorrow on SPY. Really, like I said, on SPY, unless we go down to the 5 or 15, we might can see some entry. But I don't like I said, I don't like looking for them gaps on the time frame. So honestly, if you ain't already in them loans, you probably just gotta wait until SPY come all the way down to that 644. This gap right here, 644.49, all the way down to 644.25. Or if you want to come down to this gap of 643.78 to 643.08. If SPY come below 642.34, leave your bullish bias alone and watch the market. Let the market play out first, all right? Because it's gonna break our daily level. And then if we break these highs in the morning, y'all know what our rule is when we at all-time highs. Follow the trend. So let the green candles go. Wait on them reds for the pullback. Soon you see your first green, get in the long, set your stop loss at the lowest point between that red and the green candle. Let it play out. If it can stop you out and make a lower low, leave the trades alone. Let the market do whatever it want to do until it switches back to an uptrend. All right. So ES, let's check ES out real quick. It should be like SPY. I ain't gonna spend that much time on ES because we already know what our game plan is for SPY. But y'all know ES give us a little insight before the market open up. We can see a little bit what it's trying to do. And look, it's already moving up. It's already moving up. Dang on. But I should, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all. When the markets open back up for the futures, I was thinking about just going getting a loan, but I was like, nah, don't be greedy. You already in your SPY loan. Just wait until the morning to trade. But I could have dang got in some loan, man. I could have made at least about one ES. What that to be? At least about 200, 300 right there. But it's alright though. It is what it is. But pretty much like SPY. I don't know what I'm doing with this. Y'all know I gotta clear my charts up, but I'm gonna clear this up on my own time. But y'all know it's pretty much the same setup as SPY. If it come down to our hourly, like right here, this hourly gap, or if it come down to, we got multiple hourly gaps on ES though. We got 3 of them. We got 3 hourly gaps. 4. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of them. Yeah, we got. But these 2 overlap. So 1, 2, 3. We got 3. 3 hourly. So 3 opportunities to get in loans if the market come back down there. But if it don't, like I said, you just gonna if it take that high, and close above, just wait on the pullback, wait on that first green, get in the loan. Wait on, then take, and like I said, once it take the previous high, to me personally, I'm finna go to the 1 minute, and I'm getting out soon. I see 1 minute, show me some market structure shifts. And then I'm boy doing the same thing. Let the reds come. Soon that first green come, get in the loan. Let it take that high, go to the 1 minute, wait on market structure shift, get out. That simple. All right. So that's SPY ES. Let's go check out. I'm just gonna run down these couple right here. Meta, Amazon, Nvidia, Tesla. I ain't been looking at CrowdStrike in a while. Y'all know I like trading CrowdStrike. And I ain't check out Apple in a bit. I ain't tripping. I've been just messing with these couple for a little while. But we're gonna look at them real quick and then we're gonna call it right here. So we're gonna look at these 4 and then we're gonna call it for tonight. Now I don't know why It's fine. It's okay that I delete everything. It's alright. Let's look at this meta chart. Meta chart is bullish. We broke out this triangle. Nice. Hey, hold up. Meta might. Hold up. Meta might be on the sun. Let's see. Hold up, man. We just broke out a triangle, first of all. We just broke out this triangle. Well, I really do like right here. I'm just gonna draw this for y'all so y'all can see it. We just broke out this triangle. Yeah, Meta might be on to something. We might gotta hold up. But Meta might actually be on to something. Come on, man. What all this lag now? Alright, we broke out this triangle. Y'all see that, right? Broke out right here. Nice strong break. Made our high. Made our low. So Meta shouldn't come below. If it want to be in the uptrend, it shouldn't come below. What's this level? 772.51. It shouldn't go below there. Unless like we said with SPY, if it wick below it and it stay a green candle, then that's fine. But technically, it ain't supposed to go below there. We're gonna set that alert in case it do go below there. But guess where we supposed to be aiming? One, we supposed to be aiming for these highs. That's a nice target. That's one thing. We supposed to be aiming for the high. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a little upset I ain't getting in some metal long. I ain't even gonna lie. I'm a little upset. But you supposed to aim for this high, right? Well, technically, ooh, hold up. I'm at the watch because this could be some what's called right there. But you supposed to aim for this high at 795.46. So you tell me we got 782 to 795, $13 move. That's nice. So it's basically what, a 1.3? Because it's a $13 move up, $10 move down to the stop loss. So that's like a 1.3. Yeah, okay. But y'all know when it comes to options, 1.3, there ain't no 1.3 because it multiply when it's options. It start multiplying when it go your favor. But the reason why I said this look interesting is because we just had a triangle, right? We just were consolidating crazy. We just got a triangle. If Meta can push up and break this high and close above, we get a green candle close above this high. Y'all gotta think this was consolidation. What do the market do? It consolidate, then it expand. So if we close above here, this is consolidation. The market gonna want to push away from that consolidation, right? So Meta really right can get up to like 820, 830. If we get one green candle close above here, that 795.46, I can see Meta going up to the 8. Like I say 820. I ain't gonna push it off 830 just yet. Well, I'm gonna say at least by like 815 to 820 before it, try to play around and possibly come retest this consolidation area. You know, that's what I'm saying. It look interesting because literally if Meta can close above there, I'm expecting it to run at least another 20, $30. Um, that's what I'm saying. It look real. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Meta kind of look good, man. I don't know. As long as it can keep pushing. Um, so I'm gonna set this alert at this high. I want to see a close. I'm gonna set the alert at the close above because Meta might be something that I'm gonna be looking to swing next week. Um, say we get that close next week above it, then I'm probably gonna just I don't know. I might take it like a week or two out. Might take it a week or two out and see if we can get up to that 830. Crossing up bar club. All right. Cause I ain't gonna lie, Meta slick. Like I told y'all, bro, was in the triangle. See y'all, just like right here, y'all. See, it was consolidation. Then even though it was all red, it's an ugly example. But technically, we was in the consolidation. We expanded, then we consolidate. Then we expand, then we should consolidate. Or even if we go down, it can consolidate, then expand downwards. Consolidate, then expand down. That's how the market moves. That's what I'm saying. We just had slight consolidation. We get that close above, we might be gone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 820, Nate, that might be good level, man. That's what I'm saying. We get that close above. I think that's when we're gonna get this expansion to that. Like I said, around that 820. Um, it look nice. Now let me go to this lower time frame and look for some entries. Like I said, based off the daily, it look like it's a potential entry, but I do want to bring this one thing up though. I do want to bring this one thing up that I mentioned a little bit earlier, but I ain't mentioned it all the way. Right here on Meta, this the only thing that kind of got me a little worried. If you want to say, right on Meta, what we seen this count do? It wicked up and it turned red and it led us to going down. Right here, we had green counter closure, a solid green counter at that. We had a wick and had a red candle that lead us to come back down. Well, what I usually do is use this as a form of resistance. This is a form of resistance, right? Because we know, hey, even if we get a green candle close here, we need a green candle close above this range to continue going higher. Which right here, we close above the range and we continue going higher. Well, if we look at this most recent candle, what do we see? It closed inside the range. That's the only thing that got me a little iffy about this meta. It closed inside this potential. Well, it can be support since we came above it now, but down here it was resistance. Uh, but it closed inside the range, so we literally need to close above it. We need to close it. It's like even if say metal just get a close above this range, then you can take it up to them highs right here. That's 795. But we need this closing outside of this range. So I'm gonna keep this marked up. Y'all know we don't got no oh, we do got a fair value gap right here. We do got a fair value gap right there, but I think I kind of want to respect this resistance a little bit more, or resistance turning to support possibly. I'm gonna label it. I'm gonna make it white just so I know it ain't no gap. It's just my resistance. But that's the only thing that got me a little iffy on this metal. That's the only thing, man. But like I said, we broke out this triangle. So technically we broke this downtrend. And if we can make a higher high, that's us making an uptrend outside of this downtrend. So we should, like I said, we should expand if we make that higher high. But even just one green candle close above, what's this level? One green candle above 783.13 on Meta. I'm getting in loans, y'all. I'm telling y'all now, I'm getting in loan off one green candle close above it. I'm gonna get in loan and I'm aiming for 795. And once it gets to 795, I'm gonna watch the market. If we close above 795, we hold it. Oh, what it logged me out for? Guess I was just logged in too long. We'll log back in later. But I'm holding to that, man. If we close above here, bro, I'm holding. But one close above 783.13. That's my key level, y'all. One close above 783.13. Green counter close. Take it up to 795. Y'all remember I said it. Alright. So that's a $10. That's 11, almost $12 move you get out of Meta. That's real nice. I mean, that paid for somebody whole week. $12 move on Meta. um Now we close below this range. I expected to do some of what it did right here, like come down to I say like 760, around 763, 760 if we get a red counter below. Because as we see, every time we close below here, we came down to at least 760s. Let's see this 760 at least came down here. Every time we came up here and closed red below it, we at least came down here to this 762, 763. So like I said, we get a red close below, I expect us to come down to that 763. But currently, what we got to trade? We got to trade it being bullish because the most recent things we did was what? Make higher high. That's the most recent thing. That's a bullish sentiment. Our max low, like we said, is the bottom of this green candle. Because this green candle is telling us what? Market is looking to make a high. Now, what's the thing? We don't know if it's going to make a higher high or if it's going to turn red and make this into a lower high. But we do know it's making a high. That's the key thing. So honestly, with Meta, shoot, you can buy based off the daily for real. You can buy based off the daily. But let's go to the 1 hour. I ain't looking at the 4 hour. We're going to look at the 1 hour. And then we're going to go on to Amazon real quick. 1 hour. We did make a higher high. Like we made the pullback. We got our first green at the very end of the day. So we got that first green. We shouldn't, based on the 1 hour, we shouldn't see it come below this red line right here. But we have marked that based on the 1 hour. Now 4 hour might say, hey, we can get all the way down here. I had to look at it, but we shouldn't, since we got our first green, we shouldn't come below 779.83. We should be targeting first what? These highs. Cause we don't got no gap in the way. If we had a gap, then we targeting the gap first, but we don't. So we should be targeting 787 first. Then if it closed past, that's a continuation signal. It should keep going up. So really, you kind of already, if the market open up down here, you kind of could go ahead and get in the Meta long, cause you only gonna have a $2 stop loss. That ain't nothing. So you probably lose at the most if you in Meta and we only got one DT. I mean 0 DT on it. You ain't. Well, that's about $30 if it hit your stop loss. I say $60 just in case, depending on what you buying. That ain't nothing. $2 move in Meta ain't nothing. Cause Meta be moving $6 or more a day. So really, your trade will look like this if we still stay around here in the morning. This should be what your trade should be looking like. But y'all know I usually like getting in off of the gaps, but I also get in based off of market structure too, though. But this is what it should be looking like. And like I said, if we close above it, then you should expect that continuation on up to the next high or to the next gap, which we don't got no other. We got this little small gap at 790, so you probably gotta watch out for that 790. But yeah. Let's go to Amazon real quick. Really, my Amazon ain't gonna lie. Since my swing got done, I ain't even really too focused on Amazon, but we'll check it out. Cause Amazon might want to run. That's the one thing I was thinking about earlier. That I was like, shoot, everything else dropping. Amazon holding up like crazy. Cause I seen all kind of stocks drop hard today, but they recovered at the end of the day. But Amazon never came back below 228. Like it never came back below that. So it's like, shoot, Amazon holding strong, boy. I don't know if Amazon trying to just go crazy up or what. Check this Amazon out. Daily, daily, daily. And I'm telling y'all that Nvidia loading up, man. The Nvidia is holding up right there, bro. I'm telling you. I'm just waiting on Nvidia to give me this close above. I forgot what level that was. I think it's like 184. Soon they give me that close above, we gone. Let me remove this. This dang hourly gap was big in the mud. Alright. Let's just remove everything. Let's remove everything. Cause we got all our levels taken out. All right. Amazon. The most recent thing we see is the uptrend, but technically we still in this bearish market until we break this high. We gotta break this high. It look like we aiming for it though. I say that we gotta break that. Once we break this high, we clear. We should just be moving straight up after that. So that's one target, but really our target is this high first. All right, the level we ain't supposed to be all the way down here, y'all. So you gotta be careful. 219.05. But the good thing we do got, if y'all as y'all can see, we got our bodyguard right here in the way. We got our bodyguard, a gap. So he should protect us. If the market want to come down, we expect him to hold it, fight it off. Tell him to turn back the other way, turn the other direction. So we do got this daily gap. All right. We do got another daily gap right here that could protect us too. Down here, it's half of it can protect us, not the whole thing. We'll mark that one up too. Half of it can help us. All right. So we got two bodyguards. Man, I'm literally over here talking like this bodyguards and stuff, man. Come on. Yeah, so we got two gaps to protect us, to keep us from going down to this low. Yeah, we got a green candle. The only thing I say, we did not close above this gap. That's the only thing. And y'all know, if we don't close above the gap, I do expect us to retrace a little bit, then potentially go higher. But since it's green, y'all know what I expect. I do expect us to come retest this high. If it was a red candle, then I don't expect us to come back up here. But it's a green candle. Even though we didn't close above here, I do expect us to come retest this high. Sweep the high. Alright, so I'm gonna give y'all that at least. Amazon should come back up to that 233.11. Alright, before we even try to make a downtrend. Now once it take that 233.11, if it don't close above this second time, alright, y'all be weary. It might be a downtrend, man. But I do expect it to come take this high. We want to see that close above this gap, honestly. We want to see it close above the gap first. So it don't have to come straight and take the high. As long as it closes above the gap, at least tomorrow or whatever. Now, once it take this high, we have to have that close above the high. So soon you get that ding, ding, ding that it took this high, you must see the daily candle close above it. You can't reject again. We need that close above. So we could set an alert. I don't really like setting alerts on my targets, but cause I be watching them. But we'll set alert there. And I'm finna delete that big old gap. This gap right here. Cause this really don't pertain to me till the end of the day. And I don't want to be looking through all that. Alright, so let's look for some entries. We like I said, we made a higher high. We might. I don't think we're gonna get a red candle for the pullback. Yeah, I think tomorrow gonna be green. Honestly, I mean it could. I mean it could turn red, but I think tomorrow gonna be green. If it turn red though, I think we probably gonna drop hard. Let's go to the 1 hour. Remember our level not to beat all the way down here at 219. So we gotta be careful. We got this gap right here that can protect us on the 1 hour. It is overlapping our daily, but we still got to mark it because that shows potential entries. We got that one. We got one right here. Now this one we actually sit inside. So let me tell y'all how y'all supposed to get in on this one. On this hourly gap. Come on now. This hourly gap, since we sit inside it, what y'all need to see We need to see a green candle close out. Then we need, it don't have, the very next candle don't have to be red. It can be green, green, and then a red candle happen up here. But we need to see some type of red candle outside of this gap. It got to be above this gap. Some type of red candle. Once we see that red candle, we got to see that retest. We got to see that retest. Once that retest comes, all we need is one green candle closing out. Soon that one green candle close out, we can get them loans, aim for the high. Alright? So you literally need your break and retest of this since we inside it. That's what we need. We need a breakout, retest, then green candle to let us go. But yeah. So currently where Amazon is, no, don't get in your trade. It's inside the gap. We don't want to trade it inside the gap. We need it to come out the gap. Amazon could try to come down here and retest this 228. So y'all could check out for that. We do got a gap all the way down here. I don't expect us to come down here, but if we need that for our last hope and chance, other than this daily gap, we do have that down there. So really, only thing we look for Amazon is a break and retest of one of these gaps. All right, to take it long. And like I said, Amazon, once it come take this 233.11, hey, it gotta close past it. Cause if it don't, I expect big pullback. All right, Nvidia, we almost done, man. We just got Nvidia and Tesla, we done. I know it seemed like take all day, cause it's to the lag, man. If we ain't had it lag, we probably been done by now. Shoot. And it only, like I told you, it only lag when I start this thing OBS. I might need to change my settings on my OBS. Maybe I'm using too much power for like to run the stream. Like I maybe can lower some settings or something. Cause it literally, it worked perfectly fine without the stream, without the OBS doing the stream. Cause when I do the recordings, it moves smooth. But when I click stream, live stream, then that must be lagging. All right. I don't know why I got all these red. I think I just kept adding lines. Shoot. Let's remove the drawing. It's fine. We removed the drawing for everything else. I'm telling y'all this thing. I'm just waiting on it in the video, man. The mud loading up. I'm trying to tell y'all. It's either loading up to go higher or loading up to go lower, but it's loading up. And I think higher, but the mud definitely loading up, man. Alright. What we got? We had low. We had a high. We had another high. Okay. This was our last low that we didn't want to get beat. Now we got another low right here that we don't want to get beat. I think actually I told y'all this last night that it was this low. Dang. Oh my goodness. It was my fault. Just because I'm on here waiting on the video to give me my opportunity, my shot. Y'all know how I took this trade every single day. If we got a level that it ain't supposed to be, look how close this mud was. Man, I don't care if you, I don't care, bro. If you had $10 in your account, it don't even matter. Bro, look, I'm zooming in just so y'all can see. If your stop loss supposed to be this low, and the market give you this opportunity, just bless you with something like this, that the market open up that close to the level that it ain't supposed to go below. Man, I'm taking that every time. I don't even care. I don't even gotta look at that. The video was at what? 179.46. The level we ain't trying to get beat out is 179.35. That's 11 cents. And our target, what our target supposed to be? Our target is all the way up here at 184. So your stop loss is 11 cents. And your target is about $5. Man, I'm taking that every time, man. The market, I ain't gonna lie, the market blessed somebody today, but look how, oh my goodness. That jump beautiful, boy. 11-cent stop loss. Literally, bro, you go the first 1 minute you in profit. Cause it's gonna push up. Like, look at this. This is what your trade would look like if you got in and write it down here. This is literally what your trade would look like. I don't even know what the risk to reward would be. It's probably like 20 to, 1 to 20 or something. This is what your trade would be looking like now. I just want to show y'all this. If this was the level we ain't, it's 45. Look at that. That's just ridiculous. Look at this. Ain't nothing but green for you. That's what I'm saying. I'm a little upset with myself. Dang, if I would have, I would have did. I promise y'all, I would have probably bought about 20 contracts, probably 100 of them too. Cause my style loss right there, bro. I was 11 cent ain't finna, bro. It's not finna. If your style loss is at 11 cents, you ain't gonna lose nothing for real. I don't care how much you put on it. Like you, unless you put in like 100,000 on the trade, that 11 cent ain't finna kill you like that. God, I ain't gonna lie, that was my fault, bro. I mean, I can't say it's my fault because I was trying to watch my Amazon trade, but at the open. But man, the market gave perfect opportunity to get along. Perfect opportunity, man. That is just beautiful. And imagine you got in down here and held it up to 182. Mm, mm, mm. But let's get back into it. I done got off track because I just seen it. I was like, oh my goodness. But yeah, we should be aiming for these highs. I got told y'all, Nvidia, close the bud here. I seen the bid going up to the 190s, man. Easily to the 190. Like 195, 200. Um, I probably hit 190. Probably see a little bit slow consolidation, but I can see that 195 coming. The video can explode. Um, like I tell y'all, this our level not to beat. You don't got no gaps. Go to the 1 hour, look for some entries. It's really this simple, really this simple. I ain't gonna lie, man. In the video, boy, that was a A plus trade right there, man. Like that was just beautiful. 1 hour, we do got a gap right here. Let's zoom in. We do got a gap right here. It look like we already broke and retested. Dang, in the videos. Y'all gonna have to bear with me, man, cause I just can't get out my dang head. That the be a trade. Gee, 11 cent, boy. 11 cent stop loss. That's like trading heaven, boy. But we got the break and retest already. Now the only thing we didn't ever come take this high. Um. Oh, that's probably why. Cause we just rejected off this fair value gap. So we gonna have to close above this fair value gap right here. Y'all know I usually don't mark the ones above if we looking for long, but since we sitting at it and sitting inside it, technically we need to watch this level. So we needed a break and retest this level to go higher. It broke right here, but it failed to do the retest. It closed back inside. So all we waiting on the video is a break and retest of 182.17 to eventually take us up to 182.94, then 183.94, then up to their all-time highs. Yep. So that's what we looking for. So just break and retest of this, honestly. Tesla, and then we finna call it a night, y'all. Cause it's so late, boy. It's 10 o'clock. Tesla. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I told y'all Tesla shot me today. I ain't expected to even go that low. I ain't expect Tesla to go that low today. But you know what? I did say this yesterday on the stream. So that's probably I did still take a good trade regardless. I took a good trade regardless. But That's my fault for not expecting it to go lower. Because what I said last night on the stream, I told y'all this last night on the stream. I said, yeah, Tesla made a higher high. But what I told y'all we need to see green candle to tell us we going up. I said, just since we got these two reds, I said, y'all, if we don't get a green candle, it still can come down. Because our stop loss was all the way, our actual stop loss is all the way down here at that 304, 305. So I told y'all, hey, y'all don't see, we don't see no greens. So it technically can keep coming down. And that's what I'm saying. So I kind of could have had expected it. I just, maybe because my bias was just like, oh, we broke this weekly high, and I'm just expecting us to close above since we broke above it. But like I just told y'all, our actual true low all the way down here at 305. So you gotta be careful when it comes to Tesla. It got so much range to drop. It got $30 to drop. But that first green candle come, whatever the lowest point we got between these reds and that green candle, that's your stop loss. I ain't put no highs. All right. So literally, all we want on Tesla is just one green, give us one green candle, please. One green candle so we can set some stop losses higher than this dang 304. I mean 305. Honestly, Tesla, just like I said, not until you get us a green candle, we really don't want to get in those trades, honestly. Either a green candle or take another high, but we still want to see a green candle for real. So Tesla, me personally, unless you want to keep riding the down train, I ain't really trying to mess with Tesla. All right, until I get a green candle. But let me look on lower time frame. Matter of fact, I said it. Let me look on lower time frame because maybe on lower time frame we already getting some signs. So give me 1 second. Come on now, don't freeze up on last chart. Yeah, I'm gonna delete these boxes real quick. And we might be in this break and retest of this daily gap, y'all. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Y'all see this daily gap right here? We might be in a break and retest of it because we broke out. This could be our retest, which I don't want to see right now, but it could be our retest, man. I really don't want to see the retest, but it could be our retest. Yeah, because it's the only gap we got on daily, other than down here. Let's go down to the 1 hour and see if we see something. See something beneficial. 1 hour. We got this gap. We got a big old gap. I really don't want to mark all them dang gaps. But we'll mark these two gaps. We got this gap. I think we already did a break and retest on that one. And then we got this gap down here. I think those are two I just deleted, but it's fine. Alright. Yeah, we did a break and retest of this gap right here. Now, if we can take this high up here at this 40 again. But when we come take this high at 40, I expect it to run. It should run a little bit. At least to like 343, 345. Just because what we said on that daily, I don't want to see it retest this daily gap. So in order for it not to retest this daily gap, it's gonna have to take this high and start running a little bit. So it can build its base up here to go higher. Because right now building its base down here is leaning towards to come and retest this gap to go higher. So it'll have to take 40, then start chopping a little bit to go higher. But yeah, Right now, like I said, it did a break and retest the gap. Um, Technically, you don't want to see Tesla come back below this low, which is 334.49 on the hourly, trading off the hourly. You don't want it to come back below there. Um, of course, your first target supposed to be this high at 336.14. Then if it closes above there, then the next target is up here at 340. All right. So that's what we see with the market for tomorrow. Um, Honestly, I think we still just gonna keep buying. Um, I don't think we went short on no trades this week. The Tesla one probably was the best looking one to get in the short. I ain't gonna say best looking one, but the best results for the short idea. I don't know. But we just been buying, so yeah. Honestly, my favorite ones that I'm seeing so far though, Meta for sure. Definitely want to see Meta. And then the video one got me a little stoked, like, dang, but that was 11 cents. I lost, man. I could have bought 100 of them contracts, but I don't care about no 11 cents. I lost. Man, they ain't what I'm gonna lose $2 a contract, man. I ain't even sweating it. If that, I don't even know if you would have lost $2 for 11 cents drop. They probably wouldn't even took 50 cents from you. I don't know, but dang. But in the video, I'm definitely for that for the long run, man. And then Meta, I like Nvidia and Meta for real. Amazon, I kind of gotta wait and see if we can close above at 233. Tesla might can go on a quick little run. Um, but yeah, let's go in and call it a night. I see y'all boys probably Saturday. I don't know, Saturday or Sunday. Tell y'all know Saturday I just play around. But definitely I see y'all Sunday if I don't do a market recap tomorrow. I should do a market recap tomorrow though. But yeah, y'all have a good one. Your boy Keith is out. Peace.